let me tell you about my script for a second, a certain type of way, right? If this is not a script, it's real life, but I'm gonna make it into a script because I want children to be about their reality when it comes to intellectual and how they handle their own habitation when it comes to the physical reality and of the higher reality of one's metaphysical self, even metaphysics dealing with their own social economic structure to their own comfortability of their own environment. Now listen to this, right? Now imagine a bunch of chicks are getting with guys, and my real wife is a real empress, so a bunch of chicks are getting with guys trying to try my habitation. I'm already space himself. I'm the space magi himself, the space emperor, majesty emperor himself. The reason that you even have stars in your, the reason of your celestial or quantum access to any point of beyond highest reality, right? Now, a person every day, as I'm guiding my wife martial arts because I'm the real avid wife. So I'm guiding my wife martial arts to the intricacy on the celestial earth on a cellular level to her intricate points of her vitalness like pressure points. I'm guiding my wife in in her habitation for her acknowledgement so her physical condition can be precise even when it comes to her regardment of herself. Now, even to her intellect, because I'm the reason of her consciousness, I'm the real Rada, real Osiris. I gave her the atmosphere. Another person wouldn't believe me. You have science, and I'm alive. So what do you think? We're in 2019. Can you see it now? The year of reflection. So now, listen to this, right? So a person in life is every day I get up, people are trying me for no reason. Now I'm supposed to just be living my life and comfortable for her habitation because I'm already complete, and I know I'm so precise that you have a digital system. My martial arts are so precise that you actually have elements and you have a physical digital system, and I'm the one that I made my wife. So there's a difference. So another person intellectually trying me, it's just like you don't even realize on the type of. You ever seen somebody could do pressure points or finger jab you a certain type of way and be precise? What do you think an individual? Anyway, I don't want to get into it because a person doesn't realize physics yet. So this is why even in the military they have physics for your physical education. Just like when you become a part of international security or some form of regardment, you have physics for your education also. This is how you have the Olympics. I'm just showing you different forms of individuals that care about the habitation of their physical being, of their natural humane condition or humanity's condition or humanity or humanity's condition. So now listen to this. Every day, the little side headshot just now ain't nothing because I'm already handled it. So now, every day you have individuals a certain type of way that's trying me, and the people that's trying me are trying to kill my wife. So I'm the beginning of her acknowledgement. So every day she gets to see and an amazement of the people that's trying to kill her from the inside, like some type of biohazard debris that's trying to turn her inside out. Now, when you learn about science and learn about one's habitation and learn about the reason of the condition of one's being, then you have to realize on a level of cellular activity what one is saying and how amazing metaphysics and also mythology is because meta means beyond your mental, beyond your physical, and mythology, meaning the materializing of one's astrological being, of one's higher self, of one's enlightenment, of one's higher habitation, in even one's intellect or conscience of the physical reality. So every day that somebody tries me, or it's just like, listen, if you see how they turned off some of these lights. To see further or clearer, you got to turn on the lights. So if you're hurting yourself ahead of time, and I'm gonna start here. So if you're hurting yourself ahead of time, who you doing it to? So what are you complaining about in a paradigm? Is this past, present, and future? So if you hurting yourself at a point, it's like a finger jab. If you cutting yourself and slashing your wrist and you complain it hurts in the place, you did it to yourself already. So what you complaining about it at the time that you did, because if you thought about it, it already happened. So this is why you physically. It's just like you seeing it happen in a physical reality, so you're like doing it to yourself. If you're intellectual, you see what I'm speaking about. But if you're not, I guess you'll just figure it out later on. But if you get to figure it out. But I'm just gonna be real with you. So a person that's trying to do something to my wife every day is like she gets to see the people that's really trying to kill her, and it's amazement. It's like they don't even realize what they're doing to themselves because you have a real, this earth is an element empress at certain points because certain points of this earth, I put this earth together for the higher intellect of my wife's education at the time, and also the element empress of the physical reality, and also, I'm the real Zeus, the real Orion, the real Orion. So I educated individuals in their social economics of their habitation is nothing new under the sun. So even in the physical condition, just like I was telling you while I was at Amtrak, you have people that, they try to get away with the perfect robbery or the perfect murder, or it's just like if a person says they're going to get artificially inseminated, right? What are they saying? They're saying they don't have love, they're just necromonger. So that's the person that just says a person that has love and real compassion can't live next to a person that doesn't have emotions for their habitation. That's just a person that's just instantly looking for an excuse to make something happen in physical reality, and then you'll just see the levels of the physics play out of the type of mentality of the ignorance a certain type of way. Because they're trying to be perfect, and it's just like complicating a form of physics. Now, it's just like immaculate conception is different from other individuals in a certain type of way also, because a person that would mess up immaculate conception is a person that would devastate everybody in life. Because if you could mess up something that's so immaculate, what would you do to the regular person's life then? So you got to think about that. So, but it's just the physical realities of, I wonder how my real wife feels while she's at work watching the children and guiding them their habitation to even it's just like I'm going to Brooklyn right now. I'm going to New York. You see what they started doing with the oxygen trees, right? Now, what do you think if a person's even messing up their respiration? People that have asthma did it to themselves a certain type of way. How you doing? So you got to really think about how real situations are in the physical reality. So another person, you have to really peep what's really going on with people. And a person trying to complicate habitation of a person's comfortability in existence. I made the empress. So it's just like if I get upset, it's not going to show because she's trying to regard the physical reality to the higher intellect. Because you remember, astrological empress also have inner points of enlightenment. Certain empresses have inner points of enlightenment. It's just like the continuance of the love a certain type of way, of the fulfillment of the constellation, the astrology or sacred zodiac or stars or star clusters at a time. So if a person complicating the habitation of their physical reality, you got to remember, when all the certain calendars have one empress that has different many calendars within them. So now, if you have all the empresses that get together that make up the main empress of all space, what are they doing to their own habitation and their intellect that's causing their reality in certain forms that they don't even know about yet? And even in the development, even in the paradigm of time, and they don't even realize the danger that they put themselves in, and then they wonder in a reason of why they're reconditioning in the cycle of life. So who did it to a person can't speak on what people did to themselves. I love my children so much that I was hands-on with them. My wife, I had to secure my love of the reason of my habitation. So I was hands-on the real point of existence for my children. So my wife got to strengthen, because she's the second in command, so she strengthened her higher self of a reality through time while I've been developing and conditioning and making sure her life was on point. So now imagine my children that, through time, some people, if you read certain historical events, some people are living longer than other people or whatever. And then you seeing certain other things happen a certain type of way. So other people in time got to experience certain things hands-on more than other people. So you imagine individuals that doesn't have an excuse. Now, their mentality might be, how a person could be more belligerent than another person because they don't have time for tolerance a certain type of way when it comes to the humanity, because certain people have been doing it so long. Then you have people that is kind of lenient because sometimes they don't want to get involved with certain things because the way to escalate, it'll be on such a severe level that you wouldn't believe. It's just like, imagine doing something to the wrong person in the street, and then you find out this person's like the world monster. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to be finished. And then on top of it, you don't know the reason of the condition of that makes a certain type of way. So another person, if you're going after mobsters, you're already finished, because that means it don't make no sense to do certain things because a person to do something, a person could be by themselves and do something to somebody you wouldn't even believe it. You have people that then destroyed their legacies, their lineage, their genealogy, just to be able just to maliciously do things to people at times, and a person wouldn't believe the reason of the darker habitation and even lighter habitation at times. So you got to be very careful to who you do certain things to because you'll be surprised what happens. It's just like if a person thinks they're doing something pressure points or there's some type of demolition point or reality, like some type of disturbing mountaineer, be careful because you know be, be, be part of my chakra in my stomach because some people when they enter a reality, the different habitation could be more intensified. It could be a lower, or it could be a different. How can I say social economic reality, so it causes a certain type of uncomfortability in my lower chakra. To you is a chakra, to me it's literally galaxies and universe and planets because my anatomy is different from other individuals. It's on a more higher scale of the physical reality. I'm the emperor of all love. So my habitation to my condition is already perfect. This is why I'm able to guide my wife. She's not my guide, I'm guiding her. Even as I'm recovering. Ain't that amazing, right? So, I have nothing else to say, but I just wonder how she feels in amazement to the physical reality because it's just like learning about pheromones. To how can I say this? Testosterone and feminine equality. I'm a man. That's the reason of immaculate. So my balance of my physical reality, I'm perfect. Nothing goes to waste. So another person that is their habitation is different from mine because the reason, physical and reality of education. So one has to know the reason of their dignity and honor and the reason of their physical development. So there always has to be a natural orientation for order of the physical reality. But you know me, Rafael J.R.